If I could go back in time and speak to my younger self, confused about understanding girls, one of the very first things I'd tell myself is this: learn how to recognize when a girl isn't interested in you. It's a skill that will save you so much time and emotional energy. Knowing when to walk away means you stop exhausting yourself for nothing, preserving your dignity and your peace. So how do you actually know that a girl is not interested in you? Let me tell you, it's actually very easy to know. Listen carefully, because in these next few minutes, I'll teach you a skill that will stay with you for the rest of your life. The first thing we'll start with is the environment. When you meet a girl within the same environment you're in, but there has never been any romantic interaction or emotional connection between you, the way to tell whether she's interested in you or not is to compare her behavior with the environment you both share. If her behavior matches the environment, then it simply means she's not interested. How? Imagine with me, you're in a cafe and a waitress comes to you and starts treating you with kindness and politeness. Does that mean she's into you? Of course not. She's simply doing her job. She's treating you the way she's supposed to treat you. Her kindness is professional, not personal. Or for example, you know a girl who works with you at the same job and she speaks to you kindly and respectfully. Again, her kindness doesn't mean she's into you. It's just appropriate workplace behavior. But imagine a girl who works with you in the same place, comes to stand with you, starts laughing or speaking with you informally, or behaves with you in an unprofessional way that doesn't suit the work environment. In this case, she's probably interested. She's breaking the established social norms of the workplace, going beyond what's expected for that setting. Or, let's say a girl in the same class as you comes over and starts teasing you, hitting you, or playing around with you. That's also a sign that she's interested. Because you need to understand that we humans by nature, when we want to attract attention, we break the rules. We do something unexpected to stand out. Back to our example, you and she are studying in the same class, and whenever she sees you, she comes and hits you, then runs away or does something weird. Does that behavior match the environment you're both in? Of course not. So she's interested. But if she comes to you and treats you nicely, that probably means she's not interested in you. She's simply being polite and appropriate for the setting. And this is what I want you to understand. If a girl is nice to you in an environment where she's supposed to be nice, that doesn't mean she's interested. You need to wake up and truly understand this idea, because it will save you a lot of time. Now let's suppose you know a girl at work, and this girl is an introvert who doesn't talk to anyone, but with you specifically. She becomes very social. That again means she's interested. But if she's naturally an extrovert and talks to everyone, then her talking to you or being nice to you does not mean she's interested. It's just her usual personality. So, in short, just because a girl acts kindly with you doesn't mean she's into you. It just means she's acting the way she's supposed to, given the context. And the reason I started with this rule is because I want to explain to you a common pattern among many guys, one that's linked to our psychology, stretching back to our primal instincts. If we go back to the time of the caveman, the man's goal was to spread his sperm as widely as possible, while the woman had to try to choose the right man. So, since the man's role was to spread his sperm whenever he saw a woman smiling at him, he would automatically assume she wanted to sleep with him, because if she did, he won. And if she didn't and her smile meant nothing, then he lost nothing. That's why we developed this mindset of turning tiny signals into signs of attraction. And this mental habit, I want you to start dealing with it consciously. I want you to understand that just because a woman is nice to you doesn't mean she wants you. Always keep in mind the rule of the environment, and it's not necessarily about physical environment only. It can go deeper than that. Imagine with me, you're sitting with a girl and helping her with exams, or doing her a favor. Here, if she's behaving kindly, that's only because she needs something from you. That's why she's being kind. Her kindness is transactional, not necessarily romantic. And since we're talking about kindness, let's move on to the second sign. She's nice to you but doesn't test you. Let me explain, because on the surface, this looks like a good thing. You might think, she's sweet, she listens, she's not giving me a hard time. Maybe that's a sign she likes me. No, bro, that's a trap. A hidden red flag. When a woman likes a guy, even just a little, she starts testing him without meaning to. It's instinct. She pokes at his confidence, teases him, challenges his opinions, says something a bit rude, gets unpredictable. Why? Because her emotions are activated. She's trying to figure out, is this guy solid? Can I feel something around him? Is he really who he presents himself to be? But when she's not attracted, she's calm, polite, smiling, non-emotional. It's like talking to a receptionist at a hotel. She'll laugh at your jokes, nod at your stories, say all at the right moments, but you don't feel anything behind it. You know why? Because she's not emotionally investing. She's just being socially polite like a customer service rep. No tension, no chaos, no emotional spikes, just surface-level interaction. Most guys prefer this kind of girl, the one who's polite and easygoing because she feels safe. She never challenges them, never creates tension, never makes them feel nervous. But that safety, it means you're not triggering anything inside of her. So when a girl is too nice and never questions you, never disagrees, never playfully mocks you, never interrupts, never challenges your frame, it's not because she's chill. It's because you don't matter enough to trigger a response. No tests equal sign, no interest. Simple as that. Attraction shows itself in chaos. Indifference shows itself in calm. So here we'll need to dive into some details, because you might ask me, how do I know if she's testing me? And how do I tell the difference between her just being nice and her actually testing me? Because some guys are like that. Some men are really stupid when it comes to women and they can't notice things like this. But don't worry, I've got you. Let me walk you through it step by step. There are a few signs you need to watch for. And the first one is, does she agree with everything you say? Sounds like a green flag, right? Wrong. It's often a hidden red one. Let me explain. When a girl's genuinely interested, not fake interested, but emotionally invested, she doesn't just agree. She engages. She teases. She pushes back a little. She wants to express herself because your opinion matters to her. She wants to be real, not perfect. But when a girl agrees with everything you say all the time with no opinion of her own, it's not respect, it's apathy. It means she's not thinking deeply about what you say because she's not that invested. She's just nodding along to keep things smooth, like a customer service rep, not someone flirting with a guy she secretly wants. Think of it like this. If someone's watching a boring show, they might say, yeah, just to get through it. But if they love the show, they start yelling at the screen, pointing things out, reacting emotionally. Same with her. If she's never disagreeing, never debating, never joking back, she's not really in it. Because the real sign of connection isn't peace, it's spark. So next time a girl is just too agreeable, don't fall for the comfort. Ask yourself, is she vibing with me or just being polite until she disappears? And another angle to this rule, she's nice to you but doesn't test you, is if she never criticizes you, jokes about you, or tries to get under your skin. She's not interested. When a girl likes you, she wants to feel something around you. She wants tension, spark, push, pull. So, what does she do? She teases, challenges, criticizes lightly, or even says things that could annoy you just to see how you react. Like, "You think you're smart, don't you?" I hate guys who talk like that. "Ew, your shoes are ugly. Are those even yours?" Wow, that was such a dumb joke. Now most guys freak out and think, "Oh no, she hates me." But she's watching. She's studying how you handle pressure. Will you get insecure? Will you explain yourself? Or will you stay calm and smile like a man who doesn't break? That's the whole point. But when a girl is not into you, she'll never risk stirring your emotions. Why? Because she doesn't care. There's no investment. She'll keep it polite, nice, boring. She won't trigger you or test you because deep down she already made her decision. She's not chasing tension with you because she doesn't want anything from you. So, the sign is simple. If she never pokes at you, never criticizes, never annoys you just to see she's not interested. And by the way, everything I told you in this rule has one exception, and that's when the girl is very unattractive. Because look, when a girl isn't attractive, deep down, she's just looking for a guy who's willing to accept her, which means she'll try to make things easy for you and be extremely nice to you. What I've shared with you today applies to girls who are good-looking and have at least some confidence in themselves. And of course, I don't think I need to explain how to tell if an unattractive girl is interested in you. Because if she's not beautiful, why would you even want her in the first place? And by the way, if you want to go deeper, if you want to master the details and own a proven psychological weapon that can make any girl on this planet fall for you, you'll find a link to my online course in the description. And finally, we're moving on to the last sign, and the most important one, which is if a girl is not interested in you, it's so damn obvious. Before I made this video, I tried searching YouTube for videos on the same topic, and I was shocked by what I saw. Every video I came across showed signs that were so damn obvious. I mean, seriously, do you really need someone to tell you that if a girl never texts you first, it means she's not interested? It's just basic logic. So let me repeat this rule one more time, and I want you to keep it in your mind for the rest of your life. If a girl's not interested in you, you always know. Her actions never lie. What confuses you is your hope. You want her to like you, so you rewrite her cold behavior into excuses. You tell yourself, she's probably just busy, or maybe she's shy, or maybe she's just not ready yet. But no, that's your brain trying to protect you from the truth. When a girl likes you, you feel it. You don't sit around wondering. She makes it easy, warm, natural. Even if she's not super expressive, you'll sense that she enjoys your presence. She responds fast, laughs at dumb jokes, finds excuses to keep the conversation going. Hell, sometimes she just wants to argue with you because she likes that little tension. She finds ways to stay close, not excuses to drift away. But when she's not into you, she disappears behind softness. She smiles, but it's fake. She replies, but it's late. She talks, but never asks you anything. You tell her something personal and she says, "Oh, okay." Like you just told her about the weather. She's busy all the time, but somehow she's free for everyone else. And even when she agrees to meet, something always comes up. Family, school, sick, tired, work, traveling, drama, always something. You'll notice you're always the one starting the conversation. You're the one checking in, the one asking how her day was. And if you stop, nothing happens. Days pass. She doesn't even notice you've gone quiet. But here's the worst part. She's nice. She's not rude. She doesn't block you. She might even throw a ha-ha or awe from time to time. That's what traps you. That politeness, that little hint of warmth keeps you hanging because you think, if she didn't like me at all, she would have told me, right? No. Women rarely reject you directly unless you put them in a corner. They're too nice for that. What they do is something worse. They let you die slowly, quietly, politely. They don't slam the door. They just never open it fully. And I'll be honest with you, I've been there. I used to talk to this girl who always forgot to reply. She'd go days without saying anything, and when I called her out, she'd say, "Sorry, I've been busy." I'd believe her. Then I'd see her online posting stories, replying to other people going out. She wasn't busy. She just wasn't busy for me. And you know what hurt the most? That little hope I kept alive. That if I just became a little more interesting, a little more funny, a little more patient, maybe she'd finally wake up and see what she had in front of her. But she never did. And the day I stopped texting, she never checked. That's when I learned if a girl likes you, you don't have to guess. If you're guessing, that's your answer. Because when a girl's into you, she shows it in the smallest ways. She remembers things you said. She double texts. She laughs too hard. She argues for no reason. She wants your attention even if it's in a childish way. She finds ways to stay close, not excuses to drift away. So, if she's always busy, always dry, never initiates, never makes an effort, and you still keep chasing, I want you to pause because I've been you. And I want you to understand one thing. You're not hard to love. You're just trying to be loved by the wrong person. Walk away with your dignity and don't look back. You don't need closure. The silence was your closure. She doesn't need to say she's not interested. She already said it with everything she didn't do. I love you, brother. Stay strong and see you in the next video.